Morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Rhonda Lonner.
And I'm still Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
It's Friday, and we get to sit down and start our day on the positive note. Brant Fricker joins us this morning. Brant, how you doing today, brother?
Hey, I'm good, my man. I'm good. If I would have entered the priesthood, I would have been Father Fricker. So Father Fricker's good.
But
I'm
don't try to.
good. I woke up laughing.
Don't try to say that 5 times real fast.
I know. I think I'd be a fun priest, though, because I'd start singing James Brown in the confessional, get up off of that thing, dancing, you'll feel better.
Oh, see, you wrong already.
Oh, there you go. Well, Father Fricker's doing good. I was thinking about you, all you folks, and the team here, the dream team, about changing patterns, positively changing patterns. You hear about the guy that went to the doctor and says, doctor, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor goes, well, don't do that.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Stop it.
Dummy.
You're getting old, and things are going to start hurting. My wife loves to watch, those murder dramas. And, she was walking from the bar at home at 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, or they were having a bar mitzvah at a biker bar during a Hell's Angels, birthday party. Yeah. Don't be there. Don't be there. Yeah. Don't do that. So we're going to talk about changing positive patterns now.
We were talking during the break. I can't remember what the old wise tale is. If you do something 21 times in a row, that's how you start a new habit, or that's how you break a bad habit. But when we talk about habits, that also includes toxic people, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh! Yesterday I had to cut someone from the herd. My friends, Father Fricker had to. Dr. Fricker had to cut him from the herd. It's so true. It's interesting you mentioned that, though, because what relationships have to do with your habits. There's that old country song, tequila makes her clothes come off.
Right.
No, it's not tequila. It's drinking the tequila, being at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, maybe at the wrong anniversary or the wrong tragedy reminder that does that, But the people you're with and the atmosphere you're in. But again, we've talked about it before, if you sow a thought, you reap a habit.
Right.
If you sow a habit, you reap a character. If you sow a character, you reap a destiny, right? Or an action, right? So you don't do anything without thinking about it first. And I see a lot of people that they've been stuck. They've been going around the same mountain their whole lives. And it doesn't have to be that way. You can make a change. Oftentimes that's what the people that you surround yourself with. And toxic people, you know what? You're not going up if you're around toxic people. You have to go down to their level if you're not a toxic person. The conversations you have, the places you go, the things you do will probably be a little different if you're not around toxic people, and that, of course, affects your patterns.
One of the things that I always thought, if I wanted to change a bad habit, find something good that I did want to make a habit and just replace it. Instead of doing that, whatever it was, do this instead.
Right.
For 30 days or whatever, and it becomes a habit. It really does work. Sometimes we need some forethought as to what the good habit is or what it should be. Because not everything that we think is good. But I find that's an easy way to make some change.
It is. So many times in order to break a bad habit, we have to start a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of my education is crisis counseling. I'm not a licensed counselor, but I've done over 40 years of it. You learn that there's something more dangerous than leaving a dysfunction or ceasing or trying to cease an addiction or getting a breakthrough in your life. And what's more dangerous is having what they call empty pockets. And think about it like that. You never get thin by hating being fat, right? You never get off alcohol by, it helps to hate alcohol sometimes, but if you have empty pockets, someone famous once said, if you sweep the house clean, you don't fill it with something else, it'll get 7 times worse, right? And so you need to replace whatever you're replacing with a new habit, a new direction. You mentioned toxic people earlier, and people deal with rejection in their lives a bunch of different ways, and they could break what they call the cycle of rejection. That's a whole habit in of itself. Missy may not be drinking tequila as much at that time of the night during that tragic anniversary if she learned how to break cycles, right? So you've got it, Rhonda. Many times you start something new to stop the old, or if you've gotten a breakthrough in your life, maybe free from a toxic relationship or forcing yourself, hey, you've got to